Hello, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Sagittarius, we're going to be looking at the messages that you need to know at this present moment in time. It is important to remember that these readings are general, so take what is resonating with you, leave behind anything that is not for you. So Sagittarius, we're going to jump straight into the reading to see the messages that are here connected to some blockages that you're currently experiencing at the moment. So the divine is saying to you, protect yourself, protect your home, protect yourself spiritually, mentally, and also remember to protect yourself online, because there just could be something that you are currently not seeing at the moment, and this could be causing blockages for you. So the divine is saying, take your protection very, very seriously. Pray about it. Okay. Next, we're going to be looking at the weaknesses that the divine is wanting to bring to your attention. And you're receiving our card that is saying, Sagittarius, please find ways of lifting, of raising your vibration, because this is where the magic happens. When you feel like this, guess what happens? Mentally, you fall into that loop of repeating negative things over and over again. I can't believe that this person said that to me. I can't believe that my sibling did this to me 10 years ago. I can't believe. Guess what happens? You lock yourself into this experience, because this vibration is like a magnet. It attracts more situations that are similar to what you have been experiencing. So I would encourage you to look at your life right now and to see where the repeating patterns are, where the cycle is always the same, and then find ways of breaking that cycle through you starting to understand that by lifting your vibration, by forgiving a situation, by forgiving a person, not because they deserve forgiveness, but Sagittarius, because you forgive, because you understand that you deserve peace. So let go of what is holding you back emotionally, because you need to understand that when things hold you back emotionally, they also start holding you back on a spiritual level, so that you're not able to manifest, so that your energies are not bright, light. They remain dense, heavy, broken, fragmented. And because of that, they create weaknesses in that chain, weaknesses in your energy field, in your aura. So what you're going to look at next, the divine is saying to you, this is what you need to let go and surrender. The inability not to be able to read between the lines. Okay, the divine is saying that for some of you, life is just happening at like 200 miles an hour. And because of that, you're not able to clearly see what is obvious, what is around you. So the divine is saying, quieten down your mind, because there's something that you are currently not seeing at the moment. When you quieten down your mind, you're going to slow down time, and the picture is going to become clearer. Some of you, maybe you're in communication with a person, maybe there's a situation that is there, and because everything is happening so quickly, the obvious is not so obvious to you. And then guess what happens? You start, like I told you, bringing back similar situations that have hurt you, broken you in the past into your reality. And the divine is saying, let go, surrender of not being able to see the pattern that is there. Slow down your energy, slow down time, and you're going to start seeing the cycles, the patterns that are repeating themselves over and over again in your life. We're going to be looking where your strength is coming from. And your strength is coming from you seeing and understanding that perhaps some people that you're dealing with, there is nothing there. You think a situation is gold, but when you really look at that situation, when you slow down time, when you read between the lines, when you strip away the showing offness, you're going to see that there is no substance there. So maybe for some of you, you're currently in a new job. It looks amazing. But when you really look at your company and how they are maybe letting people go, how they are being a bit more stingy, maybe this could be a new relationship and this person is just like amazing. They seem like they've got money. They just seem like they've got it all together. Over time, when the situation is plain and clear, you're going to be able to see that actually this person, when it was time to pay the bill, they're always taking a bit longer. It was uncomfortable. So read between the line, because there's something that is just all show, but there's no substance there. Don't fall for glitter when you are praying for gold. So the next card we're going to be looking at is where your blind spots are at the moment. And the card you're receiving, the divine is saying it is important for you to ask yourself, where are you currently a prisoner? Understand that in life sometimes we become prisoners by choice, because either of the inability of reading between the lines, of falling for the lie, of not being able to raise our vibration so that we are whole, complete, all by ourselves. We don't need anyone else. When someone comes in trying to be all that in a bag of chips, we're able to penetrate and to see the truth. We're not falling for the facade. We're not falling for the lies. We're not falling for the manipulation. And then we're now in relationships. We're now in situations where we're like, how did I end up here? And we're trying to break out. And now it's more difficult. So the divine is saying, where are you currently feeling like a prisoner? It is time to realize that you can free yourself anytime, because you have a choice. And then in the future, look at ways of how you found yourself in this situation so that you don't fall for the same manipulation. The next card that we're going to be looking at is where the lies are. And the divine is saying, remember, we already spoke about our card, which was talking about being a prisoner by choice. The lie is you free yourself from that prison only to go back again. It's time to break the cycle. There's just a feeling that is here, whether this is your boss, they know that they can treat you in whatever way they like. Because you always come back and ask for your job. You always come back. A relationship, you see that relationship is toxic. It's not going anywhere. There's no future here. You leave, and then for whatever reason, this person comes and promises you the world, or you're not able to see between the lines, and you go back to the past because you feel or think that things are going to be different. So the divine is saying, don't keep on running back to the same people, the same situations that have hurt you. Before you go back, before you make that decision, ask yourself, what has truly changed? Because it is your duty and your obligation to protect yourself physically, mentally, spiritually. So the divine is saying to you, just be really mindful where you're going back to the past, and understand that it is time to break that loop, that cycle that is there. The divine is saying that, remember what we've just spoke about right now. So someone, okay, regrets hurting you. I feel that for many of you, there's this feeling that is there of maybe an offer of a reconciliation, maybe an offer of working things out. And the divine is saying to you, yes, people do regret hurting you. They come back, they ask for your forgiveness, they promise you the world and more, and you go back only to find out that all those promises, all those words, they were just that. Someone betrays you, okay? They thought the grass was greener on the other side. When they go to the other side, they only find out that the grass was fake. they realize and recognize that you were real, were true, were honest, were caring. And they come back to apologize because they do regret putting you through hell and back when they start seeing your value from a distance, and they invite you to come back knowing how to manipulate you, how to promise you the world, and for you to believe because you think that everyone is like you, honest, true with their word. But it's time for you to realize that not everyone is like you. Other people are just there to manipulate and to get whatever it is that they want. And when they have you in their clutches, they are still looking outside for more, for instant gratification. There's just a sense of wanting you, but still wanting more over there. And they'll do what they need to do, breadcrumb you, and you go back. And then it's a cycle that repeats. So the divine is saying to you, please start reading between the lines when people come back regretting the actions that they took, so that you don't keep on falling for the same old. There's nothing there. There's no substance there. So if you're in a situation where you're thinking about a reconciliation, I'll really be mindful before you go and fall for the same cycle to start all over again. Let's get a tarot card, Sagittarius, and then I'm going to let you go, okay? So the card that is coming up for you is interesting because you're receiving the Temperance. The Temperance is exactly perfect for what we have just been speaking about. Not only is the Temperance perfect, the Temperance is a major arcana card, and major arcana cards really hold the weight of the reading. So what is the Temperance all about? The Temperance is about balancing your emotions. Yes, as you're listening to this reading, you could have been triggered by the message, but you're like, you know what, actually, it makes sense. So you don't allow that feeling of being triggered make you leave, but rather you ground your emotions and listen so that when you're taking action, your actions are balanced and centered and they are not just emotional and all over the place. So the Temperance is asking you to balance your emotions as you're thinking about things, as you're feeling things, and then it's over to you to decide what you want to do next. And so this is the message that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'm going to see you in my next reading. It is a goodbye from me.